Good morning. Once again, welcome for teaching of English. Now, today we shall discuss about reading and writing, two skills in language. Now I am sharing the screen about the reading. और हमारे साथ है पूजा मैडम जो हमारे साथ हैं यहाँ पर और she is very fluent in English and she will explain about these two skills. Now, madam is going to tell what is reading. जी मैडम.
Reading is the receptive skill in the written mode. It can develop independently of listening and speaking skills, but often develops along with them, especially in societies with a highly developed literary tradition. Reading can help build vocabulary that helps listening comprehension at the stages.
Then there are some of the vocabulary for that you have to keep in mind while reading. Then now I'm going to tell you the detailed study about of reading, the types of reading. क्योंकि ये जरूरी नहीं है कि हम एक ही तरह से पढ़ते हैं, तो पढ़ने के अलग अलग तरीके हो सकते हैं. उन तरीकों में कुछ तरीकों का वर्णन हम यहाँ पर दे रहे हैं. There are so many types of reading, but I have given a little reference about of these type of readings. Now, madam is going to tell you that reading means to understand the meaning of printed words, that is written symbol. You know, like as alphabet A, B, C, D, what are here? These are the symbols. After that, these letters forms words. In this way, reading means to understand the meaning of printed words. It implies reading with comprehension. William S. Gray, in his book History and Philosophy of Reading Instruction, has defined reading as
reading is the process of recognizing printing and written symbols involving such habits as accuracy in recognizing the words that make up a passage, span of recognition, rate at which words and phrases are recognized, rhythmically process of perception along the lines and accurate return sweep of the eye from the end of one line of the beginning of the next.
This is the definition which is given by William S. Gray. Now, if we study about our type of reading, I have given here mainly 9 type of the reading. 1, loud reading.
2nd, silent reading.
3rd, oral reading.
4th, intensive reading.
5, extensive reading.
6th, skimming.
7th, scanning.
8th, supplementary reading.
And 9th is the library reading. Okay, these are some of the main type of the reading. There may be some more, but here I am giving only 9 type. First is the loud reading. You know that जब आप पढ़ते हैं बड़े जोर जोर से पढ़ते हैं तो उसे हम कह देते हैं loud reading, such as twinkle twinkle little star, how I wonder what you are. This is the loud reading. Once upon a time there was a king. This is the loud reading, when everyone can listen it. Then firstly calls loud reading a necessary evil. Why it is the evil? It has the 2 reasons. These 2 reasons madam is going to tell you.
First, it ensures that the reading process is going on and helps the teacher to improve it.
Okay, when the teacher listens it, if there is any shortcoming or any deficiency or deficit or any shortcoming in the speaking or reading, then teacher can improve it. Second,
it gives practice in the manipulation of sounds and practice in speech and pronunciation.
Then these are the necessary. Okay, reading aloud is often helpful in developing a sense of appreciation for the language as a whole and prose and poetry in particular. Because in the classroom, while there the model reading goes on, during that time, either the teacher or the students has to read it aloud. जैसे कक्षा में हमें जो है कोई पोएम है या कोई पोज है पढ़ाते हैं तो पढ़ते समय मॉडल रीडिंग जब भी होती है तो ये लाउड रीडिंग होती है जिससे सब बच्चे भी सुने, टीचर पढ़ रहा है तो, और यदि बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं तो टीचर और बच्चों को भी सुनाई दे. So it is called the loud reading. It teaches the student to read the correct pronunciation, articulation, intonation, stress and rhythm. Second is skimming. Yes, ma'am.
Skimming is a reading of one's fastest speed. It is used to achieve more significant information out of a lot material. When skimming, reader goes through the material quickly in order to get the gist of it, to know how it is organized, or to get an idea of tone or intention of the writer.
When you read fastly, that is called as skimming. जल्दी जल्द से पढ़ने को क्या कहते हैं? Skimming करते हैं, because we want to find out its sequence, consequence, परिणाम निकालने के लिए. Then how to skim? There is some method. After noting the title, the subtitle, and identify the topic, read in paragraph fully. In the class 12th English examination, there is the passage of the comprehension. For the comprehension passage, what is done? That is the skimming. Okay, then it is done how? Paragraph fully. Read
at the fastest speed to get the idea of the stage, the setting, style, tone, or mood. Second, reader reads only key sentence and tries to get the main idea.
Okay. The reader lets his eyes jump down through the paragraph, picking up one or two important words or phrases. Then what is its significance? The significance is that it is useful for a student and professional, because just if there is no time, then we do skimming. It gives general idea of the matter. And third is, it is useful in building up a fund of reference information. Now, third is the scanning. Yes, ma'am.
It's in scanning, reader means darting over much of text to reach for a specific item or piece of information that he wishes to discover.
Okay, scanning. That means reader means darting over much of the text to reach for a specific item. If you want to find out some of the words, some of the answers of the question, then we do scanning. Then how to scan? Now, madam is going to tell you.
To fix clearly in mind what he is looking for.
सबसे पहले ये देखना हमने क्या सर्च करना, क्या देख रहे हैं. Second,
to plan how the required information can be
और
obtained.
वो इंफॉर्मेशन हमें कैसे मिल सकती है.
Floating approach is applied.
आगे पीछे एकदम देखना, उसमें जो है
reads as much as he required.
And its significance is that it has great importance to exclusive administrator, professors, researchers to get required information in short time. For dictionary use, it is very useful. For font directory, it is applied. For example, if you want to find out some of the name to call him or her, then just you do scanning and just you write down. Like I suppose, मैंने पूजा मैडम को कॉल करना होता तो मैं POOJ लिखता हूं और तुरंत वो स्कैन होकर के आ जाता है. Okay, then it has there, one is the supplementary reading and another is the library reading. These we will discuss later on. And after that, oral reading. What reading? Oral reading. Okay, oral reading means reading aloud. In the early stage, children are taught the mechanics of reading, the sound of a language that are significant for meaning. Oral reading. Generally, in the early stage of human being, it is done. The force with the syllables are set, the rise and fall in the pitch level. Words forming sense group that are set at one go without a pause. It is necessary to ensure that the pupil correctly associate the spoken word with the printed symbol. It obvious use that it provides practice in good speech to the learner and affords the teacher an opportunity to find out whether the student is reading with correct pronunciation or not. In addition to pronunciation, oral reading helps the child in
recognizing quickly the oral counterparts of the printed symbols, recognizing meaningful units. Third, becoming better readers ultimately, because oral reading is a stepping stone to success in silent reading, becoming better speakers.
And now the next one is very important reading. It is the silent reading. It is one of the most important type of the reading because there is no voice. It is done without the voice. Okay, that is silent reading. Along with the ability to read aloud, a student should be introduced to the skill of silent reading. Reading in actual life is mostly silent reading. Okay. The purpose of silent reading is to enable the learner to comprehend the meaning of what they read with speed. The speed in silent reading is more than in loud reading. In loud reading, you have to read word by word. In silent reading also, but in silent reading, it takes less time in comparison to loud reading. Okay. Silent reading is a complex set of skills. It is more than recognize than understand isolated words. It requires one to think, feel, and image. While
one reads silently, his eyes do not sweep across the line of print smoothly and steadily, but move in jerks from one point to another.
the defect at the physical level can be remedied by repeated instruction and careful supervision.
Silent reading helps to consolidate different skills acquired in the language. Example, vocabulary, spelling, pronunciation, meaning, structure, and punctuations, etc.
That is the silent reading. Now next comes intensive reading. What reading? Intensive reading.
Intensive reading means a detailed study of the text. At the school level, students are supposed to study the textbook in details. Its main purpose is to provide practice with sentences of a newly introduced pattern. In this type of reading, the student masters at the productive level at all the new vocabulary items and grammatically items. He also understands in detail the ideas expressed in the text under study.
Okay. Now this is the intensive. When the study of the text is done, when reading of the text is done in detailed way, that is the intensive reading. Okay. While teaching a text for developing intensive reading skill, the teacher asks the student carefully chosen questions to know whether the student have comprehended the reading material. Does the student read the passage text again and again to understand it? Generally, you can call it also as a comprehension or understanding. Next, just opposite of intensive reading, another is the extensive reading. Okay.
In practical life, a person does not read intensively, that is, paying close attention to every detail, unless he has a special reason for it. Unlike intensive reading, the main purpose here is not to concentrate on study of the language, but to concentrate on subject matter. So extensive reading means a non-detailed study of the textbook. It is this type of reading that a student or an adult needs to in his day-to-day life, like reading a newspaper, an article, a fiction, or a non-fiction.
Madam has told you about of the example, like the reading of the newspaper. You just go through its language and also the words. Just you want to find out its gist or its meaning or what the newspaper want to convey the message. So it is the extensive reading. But both extensive and intensive reading are important. Intensive reading enriches the student command of language and extensive reading further reinforces it. There is difference between intensive and extensive reading. The difference is in this way. The first difference is
in intensive reading, there is a model reading by the teacher and reading aloud by the students. In extensive, neither model reading by the teacher nor reading aloud by the student is done.
In intensive reading, the meaning of new words is explained, but it is generally not done in extensive reading. In extensive, we do not go for its just the actual meaning. Just we want to find out what the message it conveys. A student can give the meaning from the context, or they have already learned these words in intensive reading. No grammatical work is done in extensive reading. Earlier, I told you that we will discuss on the supplementary reading and library reading. These are two more. The supplementary reading, this is
similar to extensive reading, but its chief aim is to supplement the intensive reading of a detailed prose lesson.
And library reading, it is same as
it is done in the formal setup of a classroom and is done during specific period.
Then these are some types of reading Once again, I'm going to tell you the name of these type of the reading. Just keep in your mind. Loud reading, जोर जोर से पढ़ना, just as I'm reading. Silent reading, when there is no sound. Oral reading, when there is the reading is done, it is neither oral nor, neither loud nor silent. Intensive reading, when we thoroughly read the passage or the book or text. Extensive reading, when just go through it. Skimming, when we read speedily. And scanning, when just we want to find out the located words or the phrases. Supplement reading, when we want to complete some of the reading part. Library reading, just as you are in the library. And these are some of the type of the readings. I think that it's enough for the reading, because I'm going to tell you it. Why? Because it is one of the most important in the point of view of examination. Many times the question comes,